Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Second and 1. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Fields almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Operating from the gun, Fields. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, 96 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Ekeler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll find Everett there, complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Ekeler. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Check 26, check 49 the mic, watch
From the gun, Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Right there in the middle, 55. Who that?
Now on 2nd and 16. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Fields letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shelling through the defense. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, we are smooth. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Time to go, night.
Here's Allen to throw it. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Go, go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. That'll be caught by Rice. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
58, boys, 58.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, here's Breida. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Throwing on first down is Allen. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56, 56. 52 is the mic. Go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st down, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Throwing again. Fields. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Shift, shift.
Looking to throw. Fields. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo!
And now they'll throw with Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 22, Jet, Palmer. Watch 22, Jet, Palmer. Watch it.
Running on first down, Eckler. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields, screen pass to Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, that one complete to Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A gain of 6 there on first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. Allen hit, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Off the play fake. Fields. He's going to let this go for the... And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's got this one complete to Perriman.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready? It's 50, Mike. It's 50. Crunch time, defense.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's got room. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Eckler. And Owen coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fields. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here we go. Go to base. 49. Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. On second and 9, Allen, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's third and 10.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. A give, Eckler running to the right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with fourth down coming up. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And great field field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. First carry for James Conner. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
44 to Mike. Get him.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Whip.
Run.
Allen going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 12.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
6-6. Pull it high.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here is Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.